Hi there, Junior Roses. Welcome back to the YouTube. What if you did something illegal? Maybe you stole something, or maybe you killed someone. Well, in this video, we're going to be looking at exactly how you would be punished for that from the year 4500 BC all the way up to the present day. There's some pretty gruesome and horrible ways people used to be punished for doing illegal things. It's actually pretty crazy, and I've learned a lot. Guys, you will not believe some of these punishments, and some of them are more recent than you think. Like, they didn't even happen that long ago. So make sure you stick around to the end, guys, to see exactly what I'm talking about. It's insane. Before we start, guys, I just want to point this out. All of you lovely people who watch my videos, only 25% of you are subscribed. I just don't understand this. Just, if you watch my videos, please subscribe. Thank you, I love you. Okay then, to begin with, in the year 4500 BC, this is 6,500 years ago, poisoning was a thing. Sometimes people would put poison in the drinks to kill someone they hated. Oh my god. That is a very old-fashioned thing to do, isn't it? Poisoning. Although, it still probably happens today. 1,000 years later, 3,500 BC, there was whipping. The cat-o'-9 made of 9 strands, leaving cat-like scratches on the victim. Actually, it doesn't say that it kills them, but that would be a horrible way to die if that's what kills them. Maybe that's just the punishment. Oh god, I wonder if that would kill you if you just kept getting whipped. Oh god. It says the pain level is 58 on the dull scale, so I'm not sure if that's high or not. Obviously, the higher the number, the more painful it is. Let's have a look. Later on in the year 2000 BC, so this is 4,000 years ago, impalement. That was a punishment, being impaled. Impalement involves a pole going through your whole body. Yikes. God. Pain level, 117 doll. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty painful. That was how they would punish people for doing illegal things, just impaling them with a pole. What on earth? In the year 900 BC, I don't know how to pronounce this, keel hauling. What is that? This involves tying sailors with chains and throwing them overboard. Oh god, what, so they'd basically just drown. So you tie them with chains and throw them off the ship so they can't swim and then they just drown. Pain level, 50 doll. Christ. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm so glad that I live when we do. Because when you hear stories of the past like this, and the punishments people used to have to go through, I don't know, it's just bloody terrifying. Look at this. In the year 800 BC, stoning. You get caught stealing something, you get tied up, people throw stones at you until you die. Imagine that happening now. Imagine that happening in London. There's just a stoning session happening in London, live. You can walk up, throw a stone at a robber, a bank robber, until he's dead. It'd just be so weird, wouldn't it? It just wouldn't happen. The year 600 BC, crucifixion. Oh my god. Jesus Christ is the most famous person crucified. Pain level, 98 doll. Oh, okay, so crucifixions, that is like putting nails through your hands and feet. That would be pretty painful. It's crazy, the fact that that was a punishment. Like, honestly, like, it's so bad, isn't it? Like, when were prisons even made? When did people stop going, oh yeah, we're going to torture him to death because he stole some grapes, instead of putting him in a prison for the rest of his life? Like, that's so weird. Also in the year 600 BC, the brazen bull. The victim was heated alive inside a bull made from bronze metal. So painful. I think that's the most painful one yet. That's at 128 doll. I've heard of this. You would be able to hear the screams through the bull's nostrils on the outside. Like, it is haunting. That is the most horrifying, probably the worst way to die ever. There's not many deaths that I think come close to that. I don't know. Let's find out. There's still quite a long way of this video left to go. In the year 500 BC, scaphism, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, the victim was force-fed milk and honey, which led to diarrhea. Oh my god. They were just force-fed it, so they just shoved it down their throats so that they would poo themselves. Oh, I mean, it's kind of funny, but it really wouldn't be funny if it was happening to you. I'm assuming that wouldn't happen until you die. Right? It's when you think they can't get any worse. In the year 420 BC, suffocation in ash. Oh, brilliant. Imagine being locked in a room, forced to breathe in poisonous ash. Oh, yeah, you'd be coughing. It would be so, painful in your lungs, wouldn't it? Pain level, 63 doll. I don't know how they've worked the pain levels out for this experiment. Have they just killed someone? They killed someone in every single one of these ways, just to test it. In the year 212 BC, buried alive. The sheer terror of being alive underground caused great panic. Pain level, 30 doll. Oh my god. Being buried alive as a punishment is just insane. I wonder if they do any of these punishments for school kids. Like if the kids were being annoying. Or if it was just for people that were breaking the law. In the year 100 BC, penalty of the sack. people were sewn up in a leather sack with animals, biting them to death. Oh my god, so I'm guessing they'd probably put them in a sack with like venomous animals. Or maybe not even. I'm imagining like snakes and tarantulas and just all the things I would hate to be in a sack with. But what if they put them in there with like a bear? Oh god. No, it's not funny. It's not funny. Jesus Christ, this video is horrifying. This is a weird one. In the year 100 BC, falling. Just falling. Iran still employs this method for state executions by throwing them off a cliff. Really, Iran still does that. They just throw people off a cliff as a punishment. In the year 220 AD, they used tickle torture. You could have died if your parents tickled you too much as a kid. Is that true? Oh my god. No wonder it feels like you have a near-death experience when that happens because you can't breathe because you're laughing so much. Pain level 88 doll. Oh my god. Okay, in the year 303 AD, disembowelment. If the intestinal tract alone is removed, death follows after hours of pain. Ugh. So they'd like cut you open and then your guts would come out, but you're still alive. Okay, pain level 119 doll. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh my good god. A punishment is a bit of an understatement for that one. In the year 324 AD, mutilation. This was used to punish people by cutting off their ears, lips, or nose. Oh, imagine your lips being cut off. Oh my god. Oh, it's made me feel weird, this video. That would look so weird as well if your lips were cut off. In the year 700 AD, breaking wheel. The victim's body was broken into parts, then were left on the wheel to die. Lovely. Pain level 117 doll. Oh my god. What does it mean broken into parts? Does it mean like they'd cut off body parts, or they'd just break all your bones and you're left on the floor to die? I don't know. It's not the best way to go, is it? Let's be honest. Oh god, what the hell is this one? In the year 867 AD, blood eagle. The lungs could be pulled into the shape of bloody wings. How? How would that even happen? Would they just... Oh, I don't even want to know. I guess they cut into your rib cage. Oh god. Pain level 122 doll. Christ. I get that some people need to be punished, right? You know, there's some things that are unexcusable. You murder someone, but you don't need to go and blood eagle them, man. Come on, maybe just shoot them in the head. In the year 900 AD, flaying. Your skin would be peeled, starting with your face for maximum suffering. What psychopaths? Like, honestly, I feel like people in the olden times were just psychos. Like, who the hell thinks of this stuff? Like, who does it? Pain level 126 doll. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Christ. A little bit later on in the year 950 AD, hanging. We've all seen this. Victims do not die from loss of breath. It's actually from dislocating your vertebrae. Yeah, and sometimes their heads would actually come clean off. Bloody crazy. Pain level 34 doll. Oh, that's not too bad. As far as all these punishments go, I think I'd like to be hung. I wouldn't like to have any of them done to me, though. That's just so you know. In the year 960 AD, bastinado foot whipping. If you thought getting whipped on your bum was bad, your feet will be worse. Oh my god, pain level 49 doll. Yeah, because apparently you have more nerve endings on your feet, so it makes it more painful. That's why if you step on a wasp or something and you get stung on your foot, it's like the most painful thing ever. In the year 1099 AD, that's very specific, ordeal of fire. The accused had to walk a certain distance, usually 9 feet, on red-hot iron. Oh my god. I'd love to know what these people would have had to have done to get these punishments, because it's just insane. Like, it's funny that nowadays the only punishment is prison. And it's just, depending on what you've done, is how long you stay in prison for. And in some countries, you actually get a lethal injection, so you'd actually be killed. But like, compared to this, I take what we've got today. In the year 1123 AD, sawing. Brilliant. Being sawed in half is funny during a magic show, but not in real life. Yeah, I can imagine. Pain level 99 doll. Yeah, that's not the best way to go, is it? I heard that also another punishment they used to do if you were caught stealing in the olden days, they would actually cut off your hands or a hand to constantly remind you for the rest of your life not to steal. I mean, it certainly would remind you, wouldn't it? Because you physically can't steal anymore because you don't have any hands. In the year 1222 AD, burning at the stake. It was used in England to punish women convicted of high treason. Yeah, that's what would happen, isn't it? Yeah, if they thought you were a witch, they would drown you in a lake. And if you drowned, you were innocent. But if for some reason you managed to survive, you were a witch, and then they'd just burn you instead. So it was a lose-lose, really. In the year 1250 AD, drowning. If you couldn't swim, executioners would throw you in the water. Oh, brilliant. Cheers. I wouldn't imagine many people could swim in those days. I don't know. I suppose swimming isn't like a recent thing, is it? It's not like something that's come with technology. So maybe they could swim. I don't know. I don't know what percentage of people would have been able to swim back in the olden days. In the year 1290 AD, crushing. Their bones were crushed by iron, making bones burst through their skin. That is horrible. That makes me wince. Pain level, 105 doll. That is not ideal. This isn't even that long of a time. Like, it's, you know, we're only talking 6,000 years here, which I suppose is quite long. But you know what? Over these 6,000 years, they've come up with all these different ways of punishing people. They couldn't just stick to one. They could have just stuck with drowning. They couldn't have just stuck with burning at stake. They've added crushing in as well. And standing on hot irons. That's just horrible. By the way, guys, these keep getting worse and worse. So make sure you stick around to the end to see the last one. Oh, but there's more. 1307 AD, the guillotine. You may have heard of this one already. This was invented by the French to behead people, which was very effective. What, very effective at beheading people or very effective at stopping people doing bad things? Pain level, only 10 doll. That's interesting. So you having your head cut off isn't actually that painful, apparently, according to this random YouTube video that I found online. I'm not going to test that. I'm not going to try and myth bust it. Oh, God. In the year 1321 AD, being boiled alive. This is normally done to cook lobsters. Doing this to humans is true torture. I mean, yeah, it's sad enough that we do it to cook lobsters. I don't even think some restaurants do it now. I think in some countries it's law that you have to kill the lobster before putting it in a pan, which is... yeah, why didn't they do that years ago? But the pain level is 110 doll. Being boiled alive. These poor people. Like, I know they're criminals, but nobody deserves to be boiled alive, man. In the year 1352 AD, hung, drawn, and quartered. Drawn by horse to be executed. Hung, then chopped into 4 pieces. Oh, just to top it off, they chop you into 4 pieces. Into bite-sized chunks. Pain level, 122 doll. Honestly, I feel like people, they're just psycho. This is psychotic. What is wrong with people? Okay, finally, a bit more of a normal one. Shooting. The year 1364 AD, it's not even that long ago, is the most common method of execution worldwide in 70 countries. Pain level, 5 doll. Wow. If being shot is 5 on the doll scale, and being hung, drawn, and quartered is 123 on the doll scale, bloody hell. That I got no words. In the year 1374 AD, dungeon. Okay, this is an interesting one. It was used for the prisoners the captors wished to forget. Okay, so if there's a prisoner that's particularly bad, they never want to see again, they just put them in the dungeon. Lock them up in the dungeon. But why wouldn't they just kill them like they did all the others? And then they'd forget them that way, surely. I don't know, I didn't live in the olden days. In the year 1520 AD, caning. This was normally used to beat disobedient school children mercilessly. Yeah, I've heard about this, and it only stopped quite recently, like in the last 50 years. And that's insane to me. Like, I think my mum and my dad got the cane. Pain level, 36 doll. Like, if you were caught misbehaving, you'd get out your knuckles, whack you with the cane. You just can't imagine that happening now in school, can you? It's just child abuse. It's just straight up child abuse. In the year 1543 AD, Strapado. Don't know what this is. The guilty party is strung up by the wrists, leading to shoulder dislocation. Oh, God. Pain level, 47 doll. It's like they're just trying to think of the most creative ways to punish people. Like, it's just insane. In the year 1550 AD, picket. Criminals had to stand on a pointed stake on 1 foot, causing unbearable pain. Oh, God, I shouldn't laugh. No, I shouldn't laugh. Is it funny? Ah, a little bit. Yeah, it's funny. Why not? Pain level, 79 doll. So they would capture the criminal and then just make them stand on a picket fence. I just don't get it. I just don't get it, guys. Guys, let me know in the comments, which one do you think is the worst one so far? Which would you least like to have done to you? In the year 1572 AD, pillory and stocks. A board was used to lock in place the hands and ankles of someone for days. Yeah, I've seen these. It's more of like an embarrassment thing. Probably a bit painful as well, but you're just locked in stocks in the middle of town. So people walk past you, take the piss out of you. They can throw things at you. You know, they can throw food, do whatever they want, really, while you're in there. That's your punishment. In the year 1590 AD, blowing from a gun. The victim was tied to the mouth of a cannon, which is then fired, killing them. Brilliant. So they're just shot from a cannon. Fantastic. Pain level 5 doll. I suppose you're killed quite quickly, so it's probably actually not too bad. That's probably one of the better ones we've had. In the year 1597 AD, ducking stools. This was more of a tool of public humiliation and censure for women. So basically, you'd be strapped to a chair and they would dunk you in water and take you back out. That is basically what it is. That's why the pain level is only 0.5 doll. So they wouldn't actually kill you. Just a little splash. Just a little splash in the lake. And they say, don't murder anyone again. In the year 1610 AD, Skull's bridle. A metal object would be placed in a woman's mouth to prevent her from talking. Pain level 1 doll. Okay, so it's literally, they just put something in your mouth so you can't talk. I love how it's specifically women. Like, what would the woman have had to have done to get that punishment? Just put a metal object in their mouth so they can't talk. Quiet, woman! Oh my god. Only women. Doesn't happen to men. In the year 1640 AD, I don't know how you pronounce this, Kang? It was a wooden board locked around the prisoner's neck, making it hard to eat. Okay, making it hard to eat, but not impossible. Yeah, that would be really annoying, actually. That would just fuck me off. At that point, I think I'd just rather die. Try to put food in your mouth, and you're like, oh, just so annoying. Pain level 1 doll. I've never heard of that before. In the year 1660 AD, rat torture. A bucket with starved rats was tied to the victim's belly, forcing the rats to eat them. Oh, God. So the rats would just slowly eat away at the skin and then eventually get inside. That is grim, that is. Pain level 90 doll. It's crazy to me that all of these were actual things that happened in history. Like, people actually did this as a punishment to criminals. Like, that's fine to do. Like, how, I don't understand in my brain how someone could do that to someone else, no matter what they've done. I just think it's insane. In the year 1665 AD, drunkard's cloak. The person had to wear a barrel and was laughed at in public for being too drunk. That sounds kind of fun, actually. I think I'd enjoy that. Pain level 0 doll. Yeah, why not? Chuck me in drunkard's cloak. I'd enjoy it. In the year 1717 AD, banishment. Here, you would simply be exiled from the rest of the community. Not too bad. Yeah, I suppose it's not too bad. You just go somewhere else, make new friends, start a new life. Not too bad. Imagine today you're caught doing something illegal, like maybe you're stealing something, and instead of going to prison, they just banish you. You are hereby banished from England. And you have to just find another country. That'd be so funny. Oh god, branding. In the year 1760 AD, branding with a red-hot iron is meant for cattle, not people. Yeah, I've seen... Yeah, god, that's crazy. I saw a video the other day of a lady being branded. So, like, instead of a tattoo, she wanted to be branded, and somebody did it on her back here, and it just looks horrible. Like, who the hell would want to do that to themselves? In the year 1798 AD, pitch capping. A boiling cap made of tar is placed on a suspect's head, taking hair off their scalp. Just when you thought it couldn't get any more psychopathic. Pain level 75 doll. Oh my god. Well, you know what I mean though? Like, what is wrong with these people to think of these things? Like, just shoot them. If you don't like them, just kill them. Don't put a hat full of hot tar on their head. In the year 1812 AD, garrote. Garrote? A metal collar attached to a post, which was tightened around the person's neck. Pain level 3 doll. Okay, so they basically just put a collar. They have to wear a collar around their neck. Probably really uncomfortable. Oh, right, finally. We're finally at the year 1816 AD, and we finally have prison, ladies and gentlemen. This doesn't seem that bad after all of these, right? Yeah, it doesn't. Pain level 0 doll. That's fine. They feed you. You might even have a TV if you're lucky. I mean, probably not in 1816 AD, but you know what I mean. Oh, God. I'd definitely rather go to prison than do any of those other things. Maybe the drunkard's cloak thing sounded all right. Or banishment. I'll be banished. I'd definitely rather be banished than go to prison, actually. In the year 1850 AD, oakum picking. Cutting up rope and picking out its threads is the easiest punishment in this video. Is that what it is? They just cut up rope and have to pick out its threads. That is the most boring punishment I've ever heard of. But you know what? I'd rather do it than be bored alive. In the year 1880 AD, field punishment number 1. The offender was tied up for several hours a day by a wheel or post. So they're just tied up, basically. Crows pecking at their heads. Oh, God, probably starving. Yeah. It's not sounding great, guys, I'll be honest with you. In the year 1890 AD, okay, this is what I actually knew of. Electrocution. Around 2,000 volts can be passed through someone's body. horrifying. I think they used to do that before the lethal injection, didn't they? You'd be electrocuted to death. Isn't it lovely? Isn't the human species lovely? 1921 AD, gas chamber. Oh god, yeah. They used this in the war, didn't they? The inmate was strapped to a chair with holes in the seat to inhale the poison. Pain level, $70. Yeah, that would be a horrible way to go. I can't lie. I can't lie to you. Okay, guys, we've made it to the last two. In the year 1977, lethal injection. The person becomes dazed, which stops their breathing and causing heart failure. Interesting. So they get injected, they become dazed, so they just like can't see, and then eventually their heart stops. But the pain level is only $1, so it doesn't really hurt. How do they know that, though? How do they know it doesn't hurt? Because they can't surely ask the people that are being killed. This is a scientific experiment, so before you die, can you just tell us roughly how you're feeling on a pain scale 1 to 10? And they're like, yeah, sure, yeah, I don't mind. I'd be happy to be part of your science experiment. They just inject them and they're like, Okay, guys, and finally, we've made it to the last one. A little prediction for the future. Imagine we're in the year 2500, right? Another 500 years in the future. Cryonic freeze. In the future, maybe people will end up like Han Solo in carbon freeze. Or maybe that won't even be a punishment. Maybe people will just do that to keep their body alive. Oh, God, it's weird. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in the next 500 years? Oh, right. Well, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. That was certainly a weird one. It's made me feel a little bit weird inside. And again, I've said it before, but I'm really glad I live when I do in the year 2025. Like, just the more I learn about our history, the human history, it makes me think, Jesus Christ, what the is wrong with us? If you watched the full video, then thank you so much. Before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Take it easy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.